Hello, we're back. So, just my second stream of the day. I streamed this morning. We started off with a bit of fire giant practice, and then we moved into the third section of the game that I have split. So I've split the game into 3 20-minute sections, and we were starting for the first time to practice section 3, which is everything from the fire giant till the end. It was slow progress, but the grind has to be done. However, this afternoon I thought what we would do is start back at the start of the second section, which is when all the boss fights start to happen, just to keep me practicing, because I don't want to neglect that practice whilst I focus on the third part. Hopefully it goes well. I'm not massively consistent with a lot of the bosses yet, kind of 50-50 on most of them, but I know what I'm doing, or I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And then when we get to the end of section 2, we'll start section 3 with the fire giant, and then we'll carry on from there like we were doing earlier, slowly working through and just seeing how far we can get. With a goal really is to try and get to a place where by Friday I can attempt a full run, and it will be very, very slow. I will make lots of mistakes, but I ideally want to have a time on the board by Friday, meaning that I know how to, in theory, complete the run. And then from there we're just going to do runs until we put one together, hopefully. Alright, well, all that said, let's get into it. Wasn't a very good start. So we're starting with Darrowell. Wish me luck. Okay, not brilliant, but not horrendous. There are some times where I might have to pause. I've explained it every run, but there's only limited resources. So if I fail a boss too many times, for example, I'll run out of resource and I'll have to cheat engine some more in. So for example, if I fail Radahn twice, I will run out of blood grease for the rest of the run. Bad. Kind of forgot what I was doing there. That's 2 bosses. First try. really ramps up the difficulty now with Radahn. I'm about 50-50 with this one. Okay. And I haven't. It's been a couple of days since I've done it, so based on that, it probably won't go too well first time. Good RNG. Yes. So that's frustrating. So what happens is that stupid summon gets in your way. It's especially annoying because I got good RNG then. Okay, so here's the point where we are going to have to quickly give ourselves some bleed grease. Actually, let's... Sorry, I'm just trying to think. It's not really very much a speed run, is it? I think we will give ourselves some bleed grease. One sec. Actually, while we're here, I'm just going to give us some other things. Again, this is purely for practice, because it saves me having to start from scratch again every time. And then okay. This is what I mean about all the fights being pretty 50-50. I mean, Radahn is particularly bad. But there is an RNG element to it as well, I'm pretty sure. Whoopsie. Yeah, so for example, the summon blocking me that happened last time, I'm sure there's RNG. I don't know what I can do to stop that. So obviously, ideally we would want to one cycle Radahn, i.e. beat him before he flies away. But beat him nonetheless.
Wait, I see it now. Humans always, how could this? Was my whole existence.
Cool, now we've got Margit. Margit in theory is the easiest, but there is some RNG because he can jump away from you. And it's also another one of the bosses that you get one chance at. You kind of, the opening's linked to the cutscene. So that was not great. We're going to take this grace for safety.
It's tightly guarded. The guards know you breached.
So yeah, that grace I won't take when I get good. But for now I will take it because I can't run up this hill. It's unusual. I'll take that. messed that up at least once. Again, this is another safety grace. So again, normally on a good run, I would not take this grace either. But if I die to Godric, obviously this is a good grace to have. Here we go. Okay, wasn't the quickest, but it was one try. Tricky skip coming up. You can easily lose time on this. Oh. Yep. I did the hard bit. Yep. Okay. I've never got this bow cancel here. Still not. That is disastrous. That is disastrous. See, falling off that thing seems like a little mistake, but one, you have to go back, but two, then you get aggroed, and that means you're losing stamina the whole way. I suppose the flask then as well. I don't know why I've just switched off. I definitely didn't mean to. Okay. No good. So I don't know why that didn't work. Shouldn't even be a tough one. Getting stupid now because I'm not following the strategy. I'm just freestyling. So it's cookery, 8 hits. It should be anyway. Unless he jumps up in the air. Because that's 8 the stagger, and then one more weapon art should finish it. The third part is stupid. We're nowhere near ready. It's not even Morgott yet. Morgott's harder. Scale riposte. Jesus Christ. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, man. It's not even 50-50 here, is it? I'm getting battered. Skill in rather than doing 8. It's clearly not working. I'm trying to do 6 in a skill, just the L2. So try that. So cookery. That's a skill. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, stressful, man. Come on. So we want 6 and a L2. To think about, man. Right, 6 and a skill. There's a skill. 3. Stamina. 4. 5. 6. I'm going mental! Come on! It's supposed to be a speed run, for fuck's sake. Thing is, honestly, it doesn't look like it, but sometimes I get this first try. So in that instance, it's 4. You do a full skill, and then it's supposed to just be 4. I'll have to change the title of the stream to Gold Free Practice. What the fuck is going on, man? I can strafe that 9 times. I've been strafing that every time. I think the stairs. God, I'll be glad when this one's done. Skylar Tayson. I'm very well, how are you? Well, I say I'm very well. I'm not doing very well in my speed run right now. It's turned away from being a speed run and it's become me over and over again trying to beat gold free. How are you? And if you've just joined, this is what that's a repeat of what's been happening for the last 20 minutes. Right, this is the one. Well, there's a good example for you as to how it's going. So the idea is, I'm trying to beat Elden Ring in under an hour, which you probably saw from the title of the video, and this is just some practice. So this is not supposed to be a sticky point for me, but it is proving to be so. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, yeah, I did think so. You're not a bot, no way, Rex. Any words of encouragement, because this is getting stressful, man. Honestly, when I practiced this, it was a fairly simple script. Hello. So the script was basically hit him with the cookery. If he jumps in the air, you do a full weapon skill, and if that happens, then you do 4 more R1s. Then, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, bot Skylar Tayson. Yeah, it's definitely a bot. And basically, if he doesn't jump in the air, it's supposed to be 8 R1s, then a full skill, riposte, and an L2. And in practice, that has been a script. It's worked every time. I think I've got the right number of levels. 32, 25. So, in theory... But it's just not working for me today. So, cookery. Right, full skill. Didn't get the full skill off. Yeah, that didn't go well. Did not go well. Yeah, man, I mean, that is definitely the way to do it. Because I'm doing a speedrun, I've basically been practicing really specific scripts. So basically, in every fight, you want to make it as scripted as possible. So the lower amount of variables, obviously, the better. So I'm taking more risks, I guess, than if I was just fighting this boss normally, but I'm trying to I'm trying to basically script it completely. But yeah, 100%, like, if you can just get the dodging down for every boss and where the openings are. Okay. 1. 3, 4. Right, this should be the script, you see, but it's not. Like, a skill now should. Yeah, a full skill then should have finished it basically. So there's something slightly off with my damage. But I think I'm at the right level. My weapon +5. Medium load. Was that this boss? Or you're just talking about general technique? Oh my god. Oh, what happened then? Thing is, it's supposed to be fast, that's the problem. All this circling and dodging, like, it's just not suboptimal, isn't it, for a speed run? I mean, obviously, beating the boss first time is the most important thing, so consistency. That's another thing as well, like, that is strafable, but it depends where you are. If you're on the stairs, then it doesn't seem to be. Alright, come on. I've had enough of this one now. I want to move on. entertaining myself at this point. This is not supposed to be such a big roadblock. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is like 20 attempts. It's only gold free. Agreed. Makes it all the more painful, doesn't it? I don't know what's worse, like just getting killed straight away or getting down to the end like that. I wasn't even supposed to be practicing this section today. I thought I'll just fly through it and practice the later section. Here now. About time, innit? Oh my god. Oh, there you go. That about sums it up, right? Right. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to load in a save file. From Give me 1 sec. Right, I'm just loading a save file for outside Morgoth's boss room because we were just about to, all we were going to do was run up to Morgoth and then crack on. So I've got a save file right here for Morgoth practice. Is it? I've never played it actually. I probably should. I hear really good things, but yeah, I've never played it. Right, here we go. That's not bad well. So with Morgoth, right, I have, so basically there is a script for Morgoth. Well, the second half of the fight is pretty much scripted. And there is about 4 or 5 different openings. And I am fairly consistent at about, there's maybe 6 openings and I'm fairly consistent at 3 of them. One of the things is like you've got to get your head in the right frame of mind for every boss. Is he going to do that? Yeah, so when he puts the swords in the air like that, from that point on, it's basically an identical fight every single time. So if I can get to the swords without dying, obviously that's the key thing. Should be it, that famous last words, isn't it? Oh my god! I can't believe I died to that! Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's basically a dance, isn't it? You've just got to learn the rhythm. And also, I guess, like, you've kind of got to get it into the muscle memory so that you're not, like, actively thinking about it. I did level 1. I don't want to spoiler it in case you've not seen it, but the final boss of the DLC is arguably one of the hardest bosses there is. And I beat it at level 1, and it took me, I don't know, 300 attempts. Like, it took forever. But it was all about like not thinking about it, muscle memory, like just practicing it so much you're just not even thinking. So that was better than... Oh, right, yeah, so... well, basically, yeah, it's Consort Radahn is the last boss. I'm sure you already know. But yeah, I beat him on level 1 with just parrying. Yeah, that was better than better than the last fight, wasn't it?
Allow me, you are prevented the thorns, a husk, the only way, and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then, and guide.
Sorry.
Shall I let my hand share them with me? Your thoughts, your ambitions.
So that's supposed to be 40.
Principles you would follow.
So basically, because I died so many times, I lost my runes. I'm a level short, so I do need to get myself to level 40 for the next fight, which is Fire Giant. So I'll do that in a sec. I streamed this morning as well, just to warn you. And the Fire Giant it took a long time. That's the next boss. Anyway, let's go to Fire Giant. That wasn't smooth, was it? So have you completed this game then, or no? Such a shame, man. This game's so sick. Have you played any other From Software games? Yeah, man, it was this game that actually caused me to buy a PC. I used to play on my PlayStation and I bought it on the PS5 and I was like, I want a PC, man, I want to play properly. That's never happened to me before. Yeah, I fell down the rabbit hole of PC building off the back of this game because I built my first PC for this game. Oh, is it? Yeah, man. So this is kind of the only game I play. To me, this is the perfect game. Like there's so much variety. You can just play it over and over again. Because I basically play all the From Software games, and this one is basically just kind of like the ultimate final one, really. Yeah, man, I love that. Trying to challenge yourself. Yeah, I kind of came into these games really late. Like, I only ever played sports games. I'm a big Formula 1 fan, so I just basically play the Formula 1 game over and over again. And then in lockdown, I was like, I was getting bored of just playing sports games, and I was like, let's see what all the fuss is about for like different types of games. And I read an article which was, I think it was like the top 10 best, because it was 2020, I think it was doing like the best games of the decade or something, of the previous decade. And basically Bloodborne was on that list, and I'd never even heard of it. And I had a PS4 at the time, and I played Bloodborne, and then I was just like, whoa. And that like opened my eyes, just changed the game for me, because I played Bloodborne, like absolutely was like, I get it, I get why people like these games. And then right at that time the PS5 was just coming out, and obviously Demon Souls was a launch title for it. So then I was like, oh, I'm going to buy a PS5 and I'm going to get it with Demon Souls and play that. And I loved that, and then basically from there I never looked back. I just went and played all Dark Souls games, and then this one obviously came out. This one came out, and this was the first one. Sorry, I can't talk and play, I'm not good enough. This one was the first one that like came out after I'd got into these games, if you know what I mean. So it's the first time I could like join in on all the hype, like play it early, like try and discover all the secrets with the rest of the community. And it is basically like all those other games, the Dark Souls and the Demon Souls, Bloodborne, la la la, they're all amazing, but this is like almost like the developers, the culmination of all of that has led to this point. And honestly, yeah, for me, like I can finish it and then I can just start it again, where you can play a different class, different weapon, different play style, different build. Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny because like a lot of people say it's overrated, and I kind of get it. Like I'm not even really into the sort of the fantasy sort of geeky side of it. For me, it's the difficulty. Like it's the sense of achievement. It's so hard, and then like when you crack it, the satisfaction of like beating a boss that you've been trying to beat for God knows how long. That's what did it for me. Yeah, man, exactly. And also, it's like whatever you like, innit? I mean, there's a reason, I guess, millions of people bought it. So what PC have you got? I was going to buy a laptop because I wanted the portability of it, but then in the end, again, it was kind of one of them where it's so much harder to get really good specs in a laptop, obviously, because it's small. So the cooling's difficult, and the processing graphics cards are all, it's really difficult to make them that small. So in the end, I just thought, I get a laptop with work anyway, so I was like, right, well, I'll just use my work laptop for like work, and then I'll buy a gaming build a gaming PC. I built it, so I'd never ever done anything like it before, and I just decided I was going to build it. But honestly, when you get caught with the PC building bug, that's an expensive one. Because I built it and then literally within like 2 months was then like, alright, I want a new graphics card, it's not good enough. And I upgraded the graphics card after like 2 months. Yeah, man, that is... I was absolutely shitting myself when I did it. And I don't, like, I'm tight, I'm a northerner, so I'm tight, and I was like... I researched so much. I had like different components in my basket, I didn't buy it. In the end, I just thought, you know what, I'm never going to do it if I just don't go for it. Yeah, what I really like the idea of, like, I commute to work about an hour on a train, and I really like the idea of being able to like play Elden Ring or proper AAA games on a train. But then I was like, how extra is it going to be if I like flip out the laptop and get the controller out and start smashing out Elden Ring on my commute? I'm thinking about a Stream Deck or like a portable PC, but is it Steam Deck? Sorry. But I want something where the save files can transfer over so that I can like practice on my commute. Because basically I work full time and I've got 2 kids, so I don't get that much time to stream. And when I'm trying to do a challenge, like I need to practice obviously, and I don't have that much time, so being able to practice on my commute would mean that when I was streaming, hopefully the standard would be a bit better, so people like you don't watch me die 7,000 times to the same boss. Yeah, it's just expensive, isn't it? Like, you're already spending however much on a PC. And then you're spending another, what, how much are they, like 400 quid? I've got a Switch as well, but obviously it's kind of showing its age a little bit. This is annoying. There we go. To be fair, all the kit I'm buying for streaming all adds up to very expensive. I mean, when you think about cameras and microphones and whatever else. mean, obviously I'd love to. Like, I think that's the dream, but yeah, I think it's very unlikely. I think that only happens to a very few lucky people. And usually people that are a lot more talented than I am, I guess. But, you know, we'll see. I enjoy doing it. I guess my thinking behind it was I'm playing the games anyway. And seeing it, it's basically, there's a streamer that I really like that I've been watching for years, a guy called Lobos, and he streams all of these games. And I found like loads of streamers to be like super toxic and sarcastic and like, I don't know, like they're better than you because they stream, you know. I didn't really like it, but this guy was like super chill, super down to earth, and I was like, that's what I want to see, just a chill guy, you know, playing the games that I enjoy, who happens to also be really good. So I was watching him, and then he makes like millions, like he's massive. He's got like 500,000 subscribers on Twitch. But I read an interview with him which was basically like, how did you get into streaming and so on and so forth. And he basically just said, well, I was playing games and, you know, my mates would watch me and they enjoyed watching me because I was always quite good at the games. So then I just thought, if I'm playing them, I might as well stream them anyway. And then because he just was doing what he enjoyed, people followed along. So I guess I've kind of taken that advice, which was, hold on. Yeah, so I've basically taken that advice of just like, if I was going to be playing anyway, I might as well stream it. And if it takes off, then amazing. And if it doesn't, I'm still just chilling playing the game that I will be playing anyway. So, right. So this boss is this is the boss that took me basically all morning to get down. So if you didn't enjoy me repetitively trying to fight Godfrey earlier, then you won't enjoy this. So that's fair warning, because hopefully it will go well, but there's a high chance it won't. Anyway, let's go. Also, I've just realised I forgot to upgrade my weapon, so anyway, I've got a save file for this one as well, so what I'll do is I will just load in my save file. Sweet. Cool. I can try and explain this one to you as well, the script, because it's super precise. This is one of the things that I really enjoy about these games, is like, it's so difficult, but if I get it right, you wouldn't get why it's so difficult. You'd be like, it's not that hard, it doesn't look that hard. So I missed this. Basically, just quickly explain, I have to... Oops. Don't know why I opened my calculator. Sorry. I have to get him to his second phase before he rolls away. and it's really, really precise. So if you see all the moves that I do, if you watch the boss health bar, there's a really, really tight weak spot on the ankle, and if you hit it, you'll see I do probably about over 2,000 damage, and it will take about an inch of the health bar away. If I miss it, it will take like half a centimetre. And it will do basically hardly any damage, and it's very difficult to consistently hit the correct point. If you miss it once, you can still win the fight. If you miss it more than once, you literally can't win the fight. Well, you can, but as in you can't win the script that I'm trying to do for the speedrun. So you'll see what I mean. Just watch the health bar. Well, we'll try and actually get to the boss so that you can watch the health bar next time. Whereabouts are you from? Done it again. In India. Oh, sick. I was going to be going to India this year actually, but I'm not anymore. My best friend is Indian, as in he's born in the UK, but his heritage is Indian, and he's getting married. And I was hoping he was going to have his wedding in India. But he isn't. But we were going to go on the stag do in India, which would have been crazy. But we're not going to do it. It's a bit too far for us just to do for a stag do. But I would absolutely love to go to India, man. So literally just that one miss is a reset. What's the deal? What is the deal with India? I don't think I know the deal. Yeah, I've heard. I don't know much about India, to be honest. My best friend is Gujarati. Well, I've got two really good friends who are both Indian. Oh, I messed it up. So I'm trying to talk. One's Gujarati, one's Sikh. I don't know where she's from, but he's Hindu and she's Sikh. And yeah, they're two of my closest mates. But and my mom's like got a bit of a weird obsession with India, so she used to go every year when I was a kid growing up. But yeah, I've never been. It's a place that's always like, I don't know, I've just always been, I've always felt like an affinity towards it. I don't know why. I guess I love Indian food, I love Indian people. Yeah, I'm from a place called Sheffield, which is in the north of the UK. There's quite a big Indian population there. And then I live in London now. And I've lived in London for like 16 years, and obviously there's a huge Indian population in London. That's why two of my best friends are Indian, because they're yeah, well, there's lots of Indians, that's why. Because there's more people in India. They overtook China, didn't they? For like the most people in any country. This could be it. Let's go. Yeah, man, I'm proud of that. That looked a lot easier than it is. Really. I mean, I guess anywhere you go, there's going to be parts of it that are, you know, that have their problems, and I think anywhere where there's poverty or where there's, you know, not very sustainable infrastructure, there's going to be lots of crime and lots of apathy, I guess, towards caring, because if your quality of life's so low. I know that's a general sweeping statement about in a whole country, because I know India's not like that, but there are definitely obviously parts of it. It reminds me, like, I went to Thailand once in Bangkok about 10 years ago, and the discrepancy between rich and poor was absolutely crazy. Like, you just don't see that vast difference in the UK. Like, there's amazing skyscrapers and ridiculous office buildings. Like, the place looks incredible. But then you go down a different street, and it's literally like squalor. I mean, talking like shanty houses made of wood, like no running water, no electricity. Like, yeah, it's just crazy how different, like, the different parts are. Yeah, I'm sure it's not impossible. Again, I guess it depends. Yeah. Which is sad, really. Whereabouts in India are you? I mean, I say that like I'm going to know, but I probably won't know. Don't know why that didn't go well. Yeah, man, that's true. Right, so I'm at a point in the game that I don't really know. So this is like where I was this morning trying to practice this final section. So this bit is all going to just be about me sort of learning, because I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing really. So just going to have to enjoy the ride, hopefully. Yeah, so the strat for this one, I'll explain it. So basically, these two bosses are susceptible to sleep. So really early on in the run, at the very beginning, basically, I buy sleep arrows, which are these things here, Centrina's arrows. They have the sleep, cause a sleep build up, you can see. So basically, the strat is, you shoot each of them 3 times. That puts them both to sleep, and you've got to do that without getting hit, obviously. And then, after that, you've basically got... They fall asleep for 60 seconds, so you've got time to buff up and get ready, and then effectively, then it's scripted from there. Or it should be scripted from there. That's the plan anyway. It's easy to say though, it's hard to do. Yeah, the thing is, like, I saw a thing on the internet the other day, I think on Instagram, that was basically like, Souls veterans are not, I'm not saying I am one, by the way, but Souls veterans are not, it's not about how good they are at the game, it's about all the tricks they know to make the bosses as easy as possible, basically. It's not about being talented or being skillful. So now they're both asleep. I can buff. In theory, it's set. Oh, that's never happened before. Set number of moves. So basically it should be set moves now, but basically but for some reason they've still got a little bit of health left. Yeah, but this is the thing I keep finding with this, right? So I watch a lot of speedrunners. That's how I kind of learn the techniques. I'll obviously watch them on YouTube or streaming or whatever. And then I will try and recreate what they do. As in, I'll get the same stats, I'll use the same buffs, I'll have the same weapon, and I will basically do the same moves. And sometimes it works exactly as I expect. And other times, for some reason, it just doesn't work. So for example, that there was the exact same moves that the streamers do, but it normally kills them. So for example, Golden Vow, Exalted Flesh, 2-hand, 2 R2s, full weapon skill, Riposte, another full weapon skill, and then on this one, charged R2, full skill, Riposte, full skill, should kill him. Is it? But it's not. Look, there's a smattering of health left, I think. Which is fine, because I can just do that. But it obviously takes time. I don't know where I go after this. Is it this door? Is there another door up here? No. Oh yeah. I have no idea where I'm going. So just jump off the cliff. I think I'm going down there. Out here, maybe? This feels right. So I've never done this before, by the way. I know I keep saying that, but just so you understand. Do we need... So there's a little parkour skip that I need to learn there. So do you know what I'm going to do? I think every time I die, I go back to the boss fight, because that way I practice the boss fight as well as everything else. A bit better. Same thing, innit? Just a little bit of health still there. So we went down here and we went this way. And then we die. I'm not going to do it again this time. Maybe I will. I think you are probably saying that about falling off the cliff, but you could say it again for that one. Definitely need to double check why that's not killing them though. Why I'm being left with a tiny sliver of health. Right, so do you know the definition of insanity, yeah? So what is it? So we're going, let me get these. So we're going onto this platform, onto this platform. No. Okay. This is where I need to figure out where I'm going. So I think I'm going down there. So why did I reload when I jumped? It's a really good question. And the honest answer is that's what all of the streamers do when I watch them do it. So I figured that because I kept not making the jump, I thought maybe the reason, sorry, I'm not articulating myself very well. I thought maybe what it is that if you reload, it positions you on that ledge, because otherwise, why do the streamers do it? But it didn't do that. So there is also an enemy, so it might be to do with the enemy. Let's try again. Because the thing is, you can just drop down there. I think it's to do with that enemy there. Because you can just go this way. Like, you end up in the exact same place. Straight out here, I think. All that just to do that, eh? Right, let's see if we can get this jump again. Because the other thing as well is, like, some of the skips are so difficult, it actually is quicker just to not do them. Hey. So you see how I got hit with that boomerang there? I've got a feeling that's why they quit out. I don't know that though. I think there's a big gap in like the content market for like tutorials for stuff like this. I did that exact thing last time. And I think like that's some content I would quite like to make, is like actually going through all the little skips and all the little like jumps and why the quit outs happen at certain times and all that kind of stuff. Actually explain it, because I just copy and sometimes don't even know why I'm copying. And also the quit outs are quite fast, so maybe if I just go this way. Don't go that way. We don't go that way. Yeah, there are, but not actually as many as you would think. So when basically this run here is glitchless, basically, right? So the idea being, I want to try and beat Elden Ring in less than an hour without using glitches, and I can watch runs. Like there's loads of runs on YouTube. But they're very rarely there's very rarely any commentary on it. So you can copy the run, but sometimes you don't really know why you're copying it, or when you try and copy it, it just doesn't work the same. And there's a reason for that you're missing. So I found one of the top speedrunners for this category is a guy called Blanks, and he's like did have the world record, and I think now he's like third in the world or something. Yeah, see that boomerang, I think. And he's got 4 videos on his channel, 4 tutorials for 4 sections of this. So one is the Draconic Tree Sentinel at the beginning, one is the Fire Giant, which is the boss I just beat, and one is Morgott, which is another of the bosses I beat on this stream. That's 3. Anyway, long story short is there's basically 4 bosses, 4 tutorials for 4 different bosses. But if you think there's like 16, 17 bosses you have to beat in this run, and there's also loads of skips, like this little jump here that I keep dying on. Like, there's nothing that explains how these all work, right? This is just, which I guess on the one hand means I've got to actually practice and actually use my skill. which is, I guess, is a good thing. But it does slow things down a lot. Because, so for example, this bit of parkour that I'm about to try and do here, there's no tutorial for it. There's no tutorial for it. So you land here. See what I mean? I just fell off. And what I would have to do is just go and watch different streams and try and say, okay, well, they're aiming on this brick or this rock, blah, 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 blah. I was trying to quit out before the boomerang. Was there a grace round here? I think there was a grace round here. Yeah, we're going to get this for safety. Hello. One sec. Whoops. Okay. So there's clearly a technique that I don't know for this. Welcome to my stream. It's me just jumping off ledges and dying. Right, how do we... I feel like if I just fall off here, I'm going to die 100% of the time. Yeah. Okay. So that means what I need to do is I need to jump over this barrier in a way like that. Pretty much. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So I've watched that video many times, and it's got some useful bits in it, but it's more of an overview. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So that it is good. Don't get me wrong. It is a good video, but there's loads of missing bits. One sec. One sec. Yeah, sorry, my wife's texting me. Yeah, so it explains a lot of stuff, but there's two things. So one, it's already outdated, so the strategy in that, a lot of it is now different. Not a lot of it, some of it's the same. And there are still, he kind of skirts over a lot. So for example, in the fire giant fight, he kind of, basically it's an overview. And what you really need is a lot of detail. Yeah. So that is obviously that's why. Hey there, hey Natalie. So that's why I reload most of the time, is to try and reset enemy aggro. But in that particular instance, I mean, it must be because of that aggro, I guess. I'm good, how are you? You've come and joined at a bad time, because I'm basically rooting out the end of the speed run. And I'm not very good at it yet, basically. It's practice. And also I am going to have to end my stream in a sec, because I need to pick my kids up from preschool. Stream's going good, actually. So the stream is, thanks for asking, by the way, the stream is trying to, I'm learning, the idea anyway, is to try and speedrun Elden Ring in less than an hour. And we're quite far into the game now. Oh, we got it. Could be. Could be. Right, it's hard to know, isn't it? Oh yeah, what game? I don't know. I basically just play Elden Ring, so if you like Elden Ring, this is what I do. Oh, hello. Yeah, man. So we're about to come to a new boss fight. So what I think I'm going to do, gang, is I'm going to give myself I'm going to create a save file here, and then I'm going to call the stream, I think, for now. Cool, right, gang. Rex, thank you so much for hanging out. If you please jump into the stream again, because it was lovely chatting to you. I might be able to stream again later, but I might not. But if not, hopefully I get to see you again. But thank you so much, and I will catch you later, guys. See you later.